I am here at Treasure Mart's parking lot in Mount Dora, and today we are looking for some of those fake gilded gold frames, and honestly, the larger the better. I want big frames. I have so many like medium size, but I don't have any big ones yet, and so that is what we're on the lookout for today. I am also on the lookout for some art supply organization for the studio. Any like Renaissance reference books or like beautiful picture books for references for drawings. Let's go. All right, let me give you the little lowdown about Treasure Mart's here. It is a booth-centric antique store, so anyone can get a booth and fill it with whatever crap they want to fill it with. So example, this wall is considered a booth. This painting, $800. These paintings over here on the same wall, I think were only $25 each. So you really run the gamut here. You never know what the price is going to be. But here we found some pretty sick books. This Peter Rabbit book that has seen better days, but she was so pretty. The colors were stunning. I think she was only like $2. And this little natural way to draw book, I was so excited about this, turns out. She's very wordy, and I'm not a big technical reader, okay? Fasten your seatbelts, boys and girls. Our first haunted object is this little boy's clothing. And then I got brutally assaulted by whatever bird that is. Not cool. But then I found this table, and she is stunning, but she's $100 and very much out of my budget. The one thing I really like about this thrift store, though, is some of these booths are so fun to look around in. Like, there's nothing in here for me, but so cool. Also, this bucket full of matches, $120? Like, girl, I get it, but damn. I mean, I guess. Lots of DVDs. I don't know who's buying DVDs anymore and not Blu-ray, but, you know, to each their own. Found some more books, which is on our list. America's Smithsonian is the book I'm opening currently. It was so close to being what I wanted, but I don't know if I would really get a lot of use out of it, so I did unfortunately pass on her. Found some more CDs, and look who it is! Miss Vanessa Carlton, what are you doing in there? For $2? What a steal. This is one of my regrets of the day, is not getting this picture frame for only $15. But I have so many wood picture frames, and that was not part of the agenda. And that takes us to our second haunted item of the day, which is this lovely portrait for $50. God bless her. Found this really cool bird cage. Oh, flips ya. Anyway, these meter sticks were interesting to me because I do use like long rulers and meter sticks in my drawing, and I was like, oh, it'd be cool to have an antique one, but $10 felt a little much. This guy should have came home with me as well, but $30 wasn't bad, but it just wasn't on the list, guys. I had to stay focused. I found this little gal with her tiny little noggin. Had to give her a little squish. But this book, guys, garden design, I was so pumped. I was like, oh, this is going to be all kinds of flowers and beautiful things to draw. Kinda. I would say it was probably 10 to 15% of pictures, and that percentage needed to go up for me to buy it for $8. So we had to pass. This guy was kind of cool. He's like an old vintage album. You're supposed to put pictures in it, but it was very, very beat up. You want some sticks, though? We got you sticks. $0 for a bundle. Just kidding. But I don't know why they were there. It makes no sense. This, our first art book. Let's go. Rubens. I did end up purchasing this guy. I really liked her, even though she was quite beat up. But she had some really good painting references in her, and more of that older style, which I'm going for. Got really excited about that little picture frame in there, but it was like a cheap plastic picture frame. But we did find this cool guy which he's pretty fun. I liked the matte and really good quality wood frame for only $8, so I did take her home as well. Then got very excited about this shelf of books because I did see quite a few painting books in there. But what really caught my eye was our third haunted item, which is this dolls book, which is literally full of terror. If you collect dolls, good on you, but oh my god, you're staying here. Get away from me. Then I had to take you guys to look in this very large vase. I guess you could call it a vase. I don't know. Some more books. Found some more books. I know you're shocked. These are car books, though. And your girl doesn't really draw cars. But she does have a husband who's obsessed with Mustangs. So I did take a look to humor myself and humor him. But, alas, we move on. I was really excited about this wall chart, Human Anatomy, but it was a little graphic for my taste, and not in like a cool way, in like a, oh, I don't need to know all of this way. Anyway, that is it for stop number 1 at the Treasure Mart. Toodaloo for now, and we are going to go to our second stop. Okay, we are at stop number 2 at the old Good of the Will, but we are back at Goodwill, Old Reliable, to see if they have any frames as well. We did kind of strike out at Treasure Marts, but we can always go back. There were just a lot that were way out of my price range. Like, I'm trying to be bougie on a budget. I would love to not spend more than $25 on a frame. So we did strike out, but I put it in the ye old noggin in the back of my mind because they did have some really nice ones. So if I ever get desperate, I could go just spend a little extra cash and get those frames. So let's go see what we can find at Goodwill. And you know what? I should have just stopped and turned around right at those front doors because there was not shit at this Goodwill today. This was the best thing there, and the back was unfortunately too beat up for me to give it to you guys. So we are on to the next stop, and I figured you guys would want to see how beautiful these lovely lakes are between my house and all of these lovely places I'm going. It is one of the biggest perks living in Florida is I get views like this on a daily basis. But it's also hot as the devil's butthole during the summer, so, drawbacks. Okay, we've made it to our final stop today, Village Antique Mall, also in Mount Dora, Florida. I completely forgot about her, and I haven't been here in a really long time, so I'm very excited to see what they have. From what I recall, their prices were kind of all over the place, but also expensive, if that makes any sense. So we're gonna see what we can find. Let's go. This is probably one of the prettiest booths I've ever laid eyes on. It's so well organized, and the lamps everywhere and the lighting was so freaking cool. I could have spent all day just in that one little spot. Found a bunch of cookbooks, if that's, your vibe. But over here is where the real magic happens. All 4 of those books on the left are all specific art books. So I ended up going home with 2 of them, and I'm very, very excited to show you at the end of the video. But the rest of this is kind of just glancing around. This beautiful frame is right up my alley and what I wanted, but she was $700, so we're gonna pass on her. But the vibes were vibing, okay? Lots of beautiful pieces, just absolutely stocked. I did run across some more matching art books right there, those 3 guys. But next to her is the Impressionists by Themselves book. And this book is so freaking cool. I'm so obsessed. It's just a bunch of different artists from the Impressionistic period. And I absolutely had to take her home. So, duh, she is in my arms as we speak. But yeah, the rest of this really stunning. Again, really cool frame. $245 out of my budget. Once again, all of these booths just so freaking gorgeous. And I didn't run into a lot of haunted items. And I was a little disappointed about that because you know how I love a haunted item. But this lamp, oh my goodness, $400? Yeah, no, but God, she was pretty. She did tempt me, I won't lie. First of all, such a pretty antique store. It's beautiful. Just walking through it is a lovely experience. But as you saw, I did end up getting these two art books. And they're so pretty. I'm so excited. They are pretty beat up, I'm not gonna lie, but I don't care. Vermeer? Vermeer? Yeah, that's it, right? I couldn't resist. Very, very portrait driven. They did The Girl in the Turban. Is that the name of it? Oh yeah, I was right. See? The Girl in the Turban. So that's the one most of you will know. Beautiful. Stunning. So excited. I also got its partner. I got the Rembrandt. I'm obsessed. She's so good. Oh, she smells old. Love that. Love the smell of old shit in the morning. Am I right? Am I right? Oh, wait, that has no pictures on it. There we go. So pretty. So cool. I'm quite obsessed. Okay, so that was that one. But I paid a penny. Can I talk? I paid a pretty penny for the next one. And I say that it was only $20, which is cheaper than arguably a brand new book ever, period, these days. But she is a bit beat up, so I was a little disappointed that they were charging so much for it. Of course I did. How could I pass her up? God, she's so perfect. So perfect. Come on. There we go. Oh, she's so good. I'm so excited. She's gonna make for such great references. This is basically like all I need, but I got the other ones too. So yeah, great haul of books. I really struck out on frames. They were all so expensive, as you saw in the video. So I'm a little sad about that. We only got one frame today, but we will be back to film her process because she's the only one. But there are a couple more videos on my channel of other frames I've done and other artwork for those frames. So go check those out if you're bored and wait for the next one.